आत्मेति भूतिभेदविभागिनि व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. (242) बोद्धुं बोधयितुं चैतद् अव्यक्तं दुष्यकन्त्विति विस्मिता प्रणनामासौ तमव्याकृतवादिनम्. Gargi asks the cause of Sutra and Antaryami. So Yajnavalkya has replied, it is Akasha. And this Akasha is not Bhuta Akasha, not elemental space. Why it is not elemental space? The question is about the Sutra Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha already includes the Desha and Kala. And because of that, so to make it very clear that it is not Bhuta Akasha, what does Yajnavalkya do? Yajnavalkya repeats the question asked by who? Gargi, and then replies, because her question is about the Sutra Hiranyagarbha, which already includes the Desha Kala. So therefore this Akasha should not be mistaken for Bhuta Akasha, the elemental space. So that is what the Akasha is. So when Gargi hears this answer, she is all admiration for this, for Yajnavalkya, because she knows how that is Sutra itself is difficult to know. Sutra itself is difficult to know, and now he has to, that means he has told about the cause of the Sutra, and therefore she salutes him. Etad, we have seen, Anvaya we have seen, 242. Etad avyaktam bodhum bodhayitum cha dushakam tu iti vismita asau vismita asau prananama asau tam avyakrutavadinam prananama. Vismita asau tam avyakrutavadinam prananama. So this avyakta itself is bodhum bodhayitum cha dushakam. It is very difficult first to know, and to teach about avyakta is very difficult. And here is Yajnavalkya who is answering the question, and therefore he says Vismita, surprised, wondering at Yajnavalkya that he has got such capabilities and he knows all these. So Vismita, Asau, Manjishi, Gargi, what did it do? Tam, unto that Yajnavalkya. Who is Yajnavalkya? Avyakrutavadinam, one who is answering the question about the Avyakruta, unmanifest, which is the cause of Hiranyagarbha, Antaryami Hiranyagarbha. So Avyakrutavadinam prananama. So did namaskara. There in your book, prana is there, that pra to be connected to pra, that akara to be removed. Prananama, she did namaskara. No, just in English they say no, hats off, like hats off. She was all respect and admiration for Yajnavalkya. Now, after hearing this, again who Gargi repeats the same question. Not that she forgot or she wants this, she repeats the question. Why did she repeat the question? There is a purpose. So the who Yajnavalkya also knows why she has repeated the question. There are two reasons. First, let us say what is the first reason, and then second reason. These two reasons are there. So because she again repeats the same question that she has asked earlier. So why she repeats? Let us see. One reason is, and in 243, 244, second reason we will find in 245. Bhuyopi prishtam aprakshit pradhanadishu shankaya pradhanadin jagadhetun vadinasthapayanti pradhanadishu add jagadhetutva shankaya. Shankaya is already there. Jagadhetutva, continue, shankaya. Prishtam api bhuyaha aprakshi. Prishtam api bhuyaha aprakshi. Vadinaha hi pradhanadin jagadhetun sthapayanti. Vadinaha hi pradhanadin jagadhetun sthapayanti. Now, there are other vadis. Other vadis, this vadi refers to Sankhya Mata. So, those who belong to Sankhya Mata, they say the cause of everything is pradhana. So pradhana, purusha, prakriti, pradhana, prakriti they say, and purusha is separate. So from pradhana everything is born. And their pradhana is jada in nature. And purusha, those Chaitanya, is totally unconnected to who? Pradhana. See, according to Vedanta, Prakriti or even Akasha, Avyakrita is inert only. But Chidabhasa is there because of that reflection of Chaitanya para, this thing, it becomes active. But there it is totally unrelated. Purusha is Purusha, Prakriti, Pradhana is Pradhana. So to not to that, because they have got that notion, so that to eliminate that possibility, Gargi is again asking the question. Pradhana adishu. So pradhana, prakriti, in all this, hi jagadhetutva shankaya. Possibly this can be the cause of the jagat. Prishtam api. Even though she had earlier asked the cause of sutra and antaryami, and Yajnavalkya has already answered it, and she knows it is so, and in spite of that, Prishtam api bhuyaha, again the same aprakshi. Same question she repeats in Rajarnyakupishat 386. 386, she repeats the same question. So why so? The reason is given in the second line. Vadinaha. Vadinaha refers to Sankhya Mata. Sankhya Mata. He means a Sankhya Shastra is known, well known as such. What do they do? Prasiddha. Pradhana Adi, Pradhana, Purusha, all these Adis. Jagadhetun sthapayanti. Sthapayanti. They contend, they establish Pradhana, Prakriti, etc., the cause of the Jagat. So, to this eliminate those possibilities, Gargi is again asking the question, and Yajnavalkya is repeating the answer with an emphasis. Emphasis means Akash, only Akasha is the cause, there is no other cause like Pradhana, etc. He is now, that is emphasizing. Akasha, that is the, his answer is, in your book it is there, but of course, before many things are there. Yadava prithivyaha yadantara etc. bhavishyatcha iti achakshati akashaha eva tat otam cha protam cha. 387 is the answer. Says achakshati also he puts. Achakshati means the Veda. The Acharya say that Akasha, only Akasha is the cause of the Jagat. So that eva cha, only, means pradhana etc. cannot be the cause. So achakshate, we will bring this because it is not by tarka reasoning, it is what? Agama sampradaya for that achakshate. So here is the implication of answer given by Yajnavalkya. Savadharanam akasha evi. Akasham is there, that anuswara you remove it. Savadharanam akasha evi evetyanya nivrittaye. Ahottaram murdhapatam suchayan starka nirnaye. Tarka nirnaye murdhapatam suchayan anya nivrittaye. Akashe eva, the sun, that is actually it is akashe eva, by sun becomes akasha eva. Akashe eva savadharanam uttaram aha. See, there he is using the word in the original mantra achakshati. Achakshati, who says so? Acharya says so. What does it imply? It is not by tarka reasoning, but it is based on the agama, shruti and sampradaya. So that is what is indicated. So there, do you know why he has said so? He himself has warned whom? Gargi earlier. Gargi, don't cross the limit. That which can be known by agama, you can't ask by tarka. If you do it, what will happen? Your head will fall off. So when he has warned, himself also has to be clear. So I am telling on the reasoning, it is so achakshati. Even Gargi also used that word achakshati, achakshati. So that is all. Say, tarka nirnaye murdhapatam suchayan. If this is ascertained based on the reasoning tarka, what is hinted? Murdhapata. You may wonder, how is it? So, nowadays all people all do a thing. Card is punched, okay, it is not executed, that's all. So it need not be Murdhapata. But there what has happened? Because that was prevalent in those days. There was Janaka's court, it was prevalent and all know it. And Gargi herself knew it, but just to test him, he asked, but Yajnavalkya gave the proper answer. That will again. You know that in Chandoga you find Tapta Parashu. How nice would it have been the dictionary was nowadays? Files would have been cleared just like that only, Tapta Parashu. It is not a cock and bull story. Some upasana or something was there. That king's upasana or something was there. That is because of the boon or something that was applicable. So that way as such. So you can't just brush it aside. And if it is cock and bull, it will not appear in the Shruti. Be careful. So, tarka nirnaye murdhapatam suchayan. So that is by the word achakshati, which is in the this answer of Yajnavalkya means acharya says so. It suggests Shruti and not tarka. Also, it also hints pradhana. Pradhana is not the pradhana told by Sankhya is vibahya. So that also it suggested. It is not as per the Shruti, that is also suggested. Tarka nirnaye murdhapatam suchayan. Anya nivrittaye. Anyasya nivrittaye. To dispel the possibility of something else being the cause of what? The cause. Something else, what is that? Pradhana. Anyasya means pradhanasya nivrittaye. To possibility of Pradhana being the cause of Jagat, Anya Nivrittaye. So, Akashe eva. Akashe Saptami because Otam Protam is there. Centered in whom? Akasha. Akashe eva. And what is not? Verily in Akasha. Only in Akasha. So that is what he said. Savadharanam. That eva suggests the avadharana. Avadharana means ascertainment. That is what is the emphasis. So that is savadharana means avadharanena saha, with emphasis. Avadharana means emphasis. With emphasis by the word eva in Shruti. Savadharanam uttaram aha. So he gave the answer. So that is one purpose behind repeating the question by Gargi. That is, it is not Pradhana, it is only what? Akasha. Now another the purpose is there. What is the other purpose? Let us see now. Yajnavalkya told that cause of Sutra Antaryami is what? Akasha. Now tell me, what is the cause of the cloth? Yarn. But yarn has got further cause, like that thread, cotton, and it goes on. Like that, Akasha is the cause, but further causes may be there. So no, there is no only Akasha. There is nothing like other. No many causes are there at all. That also needs to be ascertained, and from that standpoint, Gargi has got that also in the mind, and therefore she repeated the question. Yadva tantushviva pata Yadva tantushviva pataha Sutram bahushu samsthitam Ityashankya punah prashnaha Evakaro bahutva nut Yadva pataha tantushu iva Sutram bahushu add ashrayeshu Bahushu add ashrayeshu samsthitam Iti ashankya punaha prashnaha. Put comma evakaraha bahutva nut. Evakaraha bahutva nut. Yadva or. This is one. What is or? One reason for repeating the question was given to eliminate the possibility of pradhana etc. being the cause. Other or it the purpose, Gargi's purpose can be said. Why these interpretations are given? We don't know what exactly was in the mind of Gargi, but these are the only two possibilities. Otherwise, she will not simply repeat the question. She was not sleeping when she asked the question and he dozed off, and that's Yajnavalkya saying, and again she is not that way as such. She is fully aware of it, and therefore she says, she repeats it. Or possibly this may be the purpose of the repetition of it. Yadva pataha tantushu iva. See, the cloth, that is the cloth is centered in tantu, the thread. Yes or no? But the tantu, the thread is centered in yarn. Yarn is centered in cotton. Cotton further goes, seed and all that you can go. Is it not? So it can be like that. Avyakrita, Akasha, yes. But that Akasha may be centered in somebody, uska baap hoga udhar, or uska baap hoga. So aisa nahi, it is not that way as such. Yadva tantushu pataha iva sutram bahushu ashrayeshu samsthitam. No doubt the cloth is centered in the thread, it is ashraya or not. But ashraya of thread is yarn. Yarn thread, ashraya of yarn is cotton. Like that, how many ashrayas are there? So like that, many ashrayas may be there for this. So that is the other doubt possible. Tapataha tantu shiva sutram bahushu ashrayeshu samstitam. Sutra is centered in many ashrayas, means many, that is what the cause is. So iti ashankya, having doubted so, punaha prashna, the repetition of the question. The question is being repeated. So the answer, Yajnavalkya's answer we know, that is akashe, akashe eva. So that evakara removes this doubt. Evakaraha, that is that doubt, that question or doubt, that maybe it is the Hiranyagarbha Antaryami is centered in the many causes. That doubt is dispelled by what? Evakaraha bahutvanut. This eva, word eva, only, what is it? Bahutvanut. It destroys the possibility, or it terminates the possibility of many causes being there for who? The sutra antaryami. So therefore, bahutvanut means it removes the notion that many can be the causes of the antaryami sutra. So up to what we have reached now? How it started? You go to the first question of Gargi. See, there is a continuity of the question by different persons. Started from the earth, in the cause-effect relationship it went on. And it came to Sutra. And Gargi asked Sutra, Yajnavalkya objected, because you are transgressing the bounds of Tarka, Tarkikas don't accept it, and this is to be known by Agama. Then other person came and asked her. Now she picks up the first sutra, up to Sutra Antaryami, with cause we have come. Now, Antaryami, Sutra Antaryami's cause is Akasha, not Bhutaka, Avyakrita Akasha. Now the question remains, what is the cause of Avyakrita Akasha? Is it the final cause, or there is a cause for that? So let us know. So that's why Gargi asked in 387, Kasminnu khalvakashaha otah protasya. In what does the Akasha, which Akasha? Avyakrita Akasha, which is the cause of Hiranyagarbha Antaryami, in what is it centered? It appears a simple question to us, but Gargi has a trick in it. See, it is not a session of teaching. It is a session of debate and putting down who? Yajnavalkya. She has a trick. You know what is that? A catch. There is a catch in this. If Yajnavalkya doesn't reply, he loses the debate. If he says that Akasha is centered in this, he is in problem. What problem? He goes with Tarka only. Akasha itself is so subtle which cannot be described, and he is describing the cause of Akasha, which is Avachya. He is making Vachya, means found. Again he loses the argument. So that is what she keeps in the mind, but Yajnavalkya, being what it is, he is fully aware of it, and he gives answer in such a way that these two defects are overcome. First the question. Kasmin khalvayam akashaha ota protascha iryatam anotatve swatantratvat pradhanatvam prasajyate kasmin khalu ayam akashaha ओतः प्रोतः च add iti. ओतः प्रोतः च इति ईर्यताम् इति ईर्यताम् अनोतत्वे स्वतंत्रत्वात् प्रधानत्वं प्रसज्यते. अनोतत्वे स्वतंत्रत्वात् प्रधानत्वं प्रसज्यते. कस्मिन्नु खल्वयमाकाशः ओतः प्रोतश्च ईर्यताम् अनोतत्वे स्वतंत्रत्वात् प्रधानत्वं प्रसज्यते. अन्वय कस्मिन् खलु अयम् आकाशः ओतः प्रोतः च इति ईर्यताम् अनोतत्वे स्वतंत्रत्वात् प्रधानत्वं प्रसज्यते. So Gargi's question is, in what does this, or in what is this Akasha centered? There are, that means, let us say, two catches are there in this question. First, let us see, he says, Kasmin khalu ayam Akasha, this Akasha, and this Akasha means which Akasha? Avyakrita, which is the cause of both Sutra and Antaryami. So that Akasha, so in what is it? Otascha protascha, is it centered? Iti, so, Iryatam, may you please tell us? So in what is it centered? Now why she asked this question? Because answer has to be in this, or he has to say, it is not centered. If it is not centered, he says, problem is there. If it is centered in something, again he runs in problem. So therefore she asked the question. Let us see. First possibility is this. Anotatve. If not ota, if Akasha is not centered in anything, means if Akasha doesn't have any cause, which Avyakrita doesn't have cause, you know what happens? It is independent. Is it not that the effect karya is always dependent on the karana cause? Can any effect karya be independent of the cause? So here it has no cause. It has no cause means it is independent. So if that is independent, so anotatve, if this Akasha is not centered in anything, is not caused by anything, then it happens swatantratva, it is independent, and because it is independent, it amounts to mean what? Pradhana. Pradhanatvam prasajyati. So it amounts to mean pradhana, so which is with the Sankhya Mata say, which cannot be true. So therefore, that is one of the purpose of asking further questions. Then suppose, no, it is ota. Ota means it is ota prota, it is centered in something. If he says it is centered in something, simply saying centered in something is not going to help. He has to describe in what it is centered. There also problem is there. Why? Because the Akasha itself is sukshma beyond the description of the word, and its cause will be still further. How is it possible? And he is describing something which cannot be described. Again, is a defect is there. Let us see. So Gargi thinks that she has cornered whom now? Yajnavalkya, let us see. Sukshmatva durvacham sutram vyoma sukshmataram tataha vyomashrayas sukshmatamaha nava gocharamithyataha sutram sukshmatva durvacham vyoma tataha sukshmataram Vyoma tataha sukshmataram. Vyomashrayah sukshmatamaha. Vyomashrayah sukshmatamaha. Ataha na vaggocharam na vaggocharam na eti. See, sutram sukshmatva durvacham. Hiranyagarbha itself is subtle or not? Being most subtle, not most is going to come. Being very, very subtle, very difficult to describe. What is this subtle and description? What connection is there? Why do you say so? Because a thing is subtle, it is difficult to describe. Why? What connection? What is subtle, sukshma? Huh? Indriya, gochara, how will you determine? Sukshmatva is determined by the gunas. Shabda, sparsha, rupa, rasa, gandha. What you can describe is in terms of gunas only. One of the avenue of description is gunas. So, therefore, more the gunas, grosser the thing. Less the gunas, subtler the thing. Prithvi is grossest because it has got all the five elements. Akasha is the subtlest among the which Akasha? Bhutakasha, elemental space, not our present Akasha. So our space is the subtlest among the this. So therefore see, Prithvi can be described in terms of Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Akasha only in terms of Shabda, is it not? Now we have gone beyond this Akasha, subtler than the elemental space. We have reached the Hiranyagarbha, still difficult to describe. So therefore, and from there we have travelled to Avyakrita, still more difficult. And cause of Avyakrita must be the most difficult thing to describe. And if he describes, he is foul. Avachya he makes vachya. So that is what Gargi has got in mind. That is how explained. What is her point? Sutram sukshmatva durvacham. Hiranyagarbha itself being very subtle. Durvacham means difficult to describe. Difficult to describe. Vyoma tataha sukshmataram. Vyoma is what? Akasha. Which Akasha? Avyakrita Akasha, not the Bhuta. Tataha. Than the Hiranyagarbha, it is more subtle, means still more difficult to describe. Now, Vyomasrayaha Sukshmatamaha. Its cause, root cause of Avyakrita, is with the most what? Sukshma. How do you say most? Because Gargi knows beyond that there is no cause. If suppose beyond there still you have to use the word tara only, comparative only. Superlative cannot be brought. Because Gargi knows that beyond Avyakrita, beyond the cause of Avyakrita there is no further cause. So therefore Sukshmatamaha, the superlative she has not used, we can use superlative. So, or we know. We know and Gargi doesn't know. Gargi knows, but see, that is how it is. Gargi knows and she asks. And once this thing, Gargi declares that none of you can win over Yajnavalkya. But Yajnavalkya doesn't stop. Do you know why? He has to prove that he is the supreme among them. He says, now, if he simply stops by answering this question, at the most, he is equal to Gargi. Because Gargi also knows. He has not told something new. Gargi also knows. Yajnavalkya knows. So now to establish his supremacy, he asked two questions to the audience. Please answer this question. None of them good answer and he gives the answer, what does it mean? He knows better than them. So that is how it goes. So anyway, so Vyomashraya Sukshmatamaha. And the cause of the Vyoma means Avyakrita Akasha is the most subtle. Ataha, therefore, Vagocharam Naeti. Gocha is Vishayatva. So, it cannot, Gochara Vishaya, it cannot be Vishaya, an object of, so, the speech, the word. And therefore, here is a catch. If he describes, he describes which is not the object of the word, therefore foul, dosha, defect. If he can't describe, then what happens? Again, he has lost the debate. So these are the two catches that is there. Vakti che nigraha sthanam avachasyuktito bhavet anuktavaditahanihi iti gargya vivakshitam vakti chet avachasya uktitaha nigraha sthanam bhavet. Vakti chet avachasya uktitaha nigraha sthanam bhavet. Anuktav vadita hanihi iti gargya vivakshitam. Iti gargya vakti chet. If Yajnavalkya answers the cause of Akasha, Vyumashraya, Akasha Ashraya, then what happens? He says, Avachasya Uktitaha. He has told, he has described something which cannot be the object of words. What does it mean? It is a vipratipatti. Viprati means it is a contradiction. He is contradicting himself. The cause of Avyakrita cannot be the object of the words, and here is someone who is describing it, which is not correct. That is a defect. So therefore, avachasya. Avachasya means vaktum ayogyasya, which is not fit to be described. So, uktitaha, by its description, nigraha sthanam bhavi. It becomes a positive, that is reason of defeat or unfitness to be argued with, like a catch. So such person need not be argued at all. This is why he doesn't know, he is talking something contradictory. So therefore, that is called a tarkika word, nigraha sthana. So that means that is the reason of defeat or unfitness to be argued with. Nigrasthanam bhavet. Anukta, if he doesn't tell the Vyomashraya, so if he is not able to, if he doesn't describe the Vyomashraya, Yajnavalkya could have done it. He would have closed the eye that straight away go into samadhi. What does it mean? He has given the answer, at times some Maharaj, Ramana Maharshi, etc. Just keep quiet. So that is what he has given the answer. But here it won't work. You know why? It is a debate. He has to speak. Otherwise, Buddhu also will close the eyes. What will happen? So that is not a difference. So that's okay. That is as far as the teaching is concerned to a student, disciple, etc., who also is equally tuned, who can receive that Mauna Vyakya Prakatita Parabrahma Tattva. So like this it's possible. But here it is not so. So that for Anukta, if he doesn't tell the Vyomashraya, Vadita Hanihi, he loses his case now. So As a Vadi, as argumentator, he has lost his case, means he got defeated. Iti Gargya Vivakshitam. This is what is intended by Gargi. So if he describes contradiction, if he doesn't describe, he has lost the debate. Now let us see. How does Yajnavalkya fare? He circumvents both the defects and in an assertive manner gives the answer. Ukta dosha dvaya sprishtam pratyuttaramabhashata etadva aksharam gargi prahustad brahmana iti. First we will see what is the answer. In Shruti 388, answer is like this. Etadvai tadaksharam gargi brahmanaha abhivadanti. O Gargi, you have asked the cause of what? Avyakrita akasha. Verily this akshara is the cause of. Akshara means Brahma. Akshara, each word will be extended. Etad, all this will be extended. There is this Akshara, Brahma is the cause of Avyakrita Akasha. Is described or not? So what happens now? One defect gone. What defect gone? Not answering. But he has spoken Avachya. Avachya, he has made Vachya. Probably the defect comes. So it's why they Brahmanaha abhivadanti. Brahmanaha, Acharya say, you settle account with them. I am not describing. Means it shows Shruti. Brahmana means Acharya. Even the Gargi had the Achakshati, he said no. Gargi, even Yajnavalkya's use. If a Brahmana means it has come with the Sampradaya of teaching. From Shruti it has come Brahmanaha abhivadanti. So therefore both these defects are dispelled. Okay, take the Anvaya. Etadvai tad aksharam gargi brahmanaha prahu. Etadvai tad aksharam gargi brahmanaha prahu iti add Yajnavalkyaha ukta dosha dvaya sprishtam pratyuttaram abhashata. Pratyuttaram abhashata. Etadvai tad aksharam. So Gargi, you had asked the cause of what? Avyakrita akasha. Here word used is akasha. It is Shruti akasha. You have caught the cause of akasha, not bhutakasha. Again I remind you. Not bhutakasha, so avyakrita. So it's verily this. What is that? Tad aksharam. That indestructible Brahma, Chaitanya Sarupa Brahma. Why tad, etc. will be etad. By all the words will be explained by the Vidyaranya Muni. Aksharam prahu. Aksharam brahmanaha prahu. So say who? The Brahmanas, Acharyas. Acharyas say so. So this removes what? So not, I am not. Why he has said to say Brahmana iti Yajnavalkya? In this way he answered. Why he should say Brahmana ahu? Because Ukta, and his answer is of such nature. Ukta dosha dvaya sprishtam. Ukta dosha dvayaihi asprishtam. Not touched by means free from. Not touched by these two defects means what? Free from the said two defects. What are the said two defects? In answering, if he doesn't answer, it means he doesn't know. If he answers, he describes something which is not the word or which is not the object of the word. So this ukta dosha dvayaihi asprishtam, free from these two defects, pratyuttaram abhashata. He gave the answer. Now, see, it's like an aphorism now, sutra. Etad vai tad aksharam brahmanaha abhivadanti. What is that etad? Why that vai has come? And what is akshara? So all this, why that tad is used there? All this will be now word by word will be explained. So first let us see now what is meant by that etad. Etad in etad vai tadaksharam gargi. Etad shabdena tasyaha pratyaktvat sakshitam asau pratyaktaya tadaikatmyam swayameva pratiyatam asau etat shabdena asau etat shabdena tasya sakshit tasya pratyaktvat sakshitam aha pratyaktaya tadaikatmyam add uktaha bhavati. Tadaikatmyam add uktaha bhavati. Swayameva pratiyatam. Swayameva pratiyatam. Asau. Asau means this or he. Who munihi. This muni. Or that muni here. Asau, that muni. Asau can mean this and that both. So that muni, which muni? Yajnavalkya. Etad shabdena, by the word etad used in the etad vai tadaksharam gargi. Tasya aksharasya, of that akshara which is the cause of akasha. Tasya pratyaktva. See, word etad, what is the meaning of pronoun etad? This. For what do you use the word this? Proximate or remote? Proximate. So therefore, so this means most proximate. What is most proximate? Myself means what? Chaitanya Sarupa Sakshi. So therefore, that akshara is verily this Sakshi, and better you know the identity between the two. That's what it says. So etat shabdena tasya means aksharasya, because description is of akshara. Asya pratyaktva, being pratyak, the innermost eye, the true eye, so which has no further travel. See, we have seen this word pratyak many times. What is the opposite of pratyak? Parak. Parak is remote. Pratyak is intimate, proximate. So this proximity is relative. Is it not? You can start from galaxies onwards and come to our body, body to mind, mind to intellect, intellect to further Chaitanya. So it becomes the most proximate. So there are, see, tasya pratyaktva means because it being the most proximate, sakshitam aha. And what is the most proximate? See, from our experience, what is the most proximate? I. Chaitanya Sarupa, I. So therefore, that akshara which you want to know, not somewhere yonder, it is verily your swarupa. So that being the case, pratyakshakshitam is status of being the sakshi, the chaitanya swarupa which makes us know everything. And this being the case, pratyaktaya means the akshara itself being pratyagatma, tadaikatmyam, the identity between the akshara and pratyagatma. So uktaha bhavati. So it's already as good as described. Now think it. Etad word seems to be innocent word. Used by who? Yajnavalkya. What does it mean? That akshara which I say is verily your swarupa. So better don't start hunting here and there. So that is the case. So therefore pratyaktavaya, because akshara is verily your swarupa, tadaikatmyam, that is pratyak akshara yoho abhedaha, aikatmya abheda, identity between who? Pratyak chaitanya and akshara. So uktaha bhavati, it is as good as told. Okay, now how to know? How to know? See what he has pointed out. What Gargi wants to know? Akshara. She has asked the question. So now Yajnavalkya has to give the means to know it. He says that is verily your etad means what? Pratyagatma. Now how she should know Sakshi Pratyagatma? By eyes, ear, nose, tongue, touch, or mind, or intellect? No. And how will you know? How do you know anything? Anything that we know, is it not either through the jnanendriyas or mind or intellect? Is there any other way? So it's not that. This is what? Sakshi, independent of all these. How will you know then? Swayameva pratiyata. May it be known on its own means it is swaprakasha. So that pratyagatma is what? Swaprakasha. The very knowledge principle doesn't need even your mind or intellect or indriyas to know. It is not an object of indriyas or mind or intellect. But we have to go through mind only, okay? Why? Why? It is independent. Because you are stuck up with the mind. That mind is presenting the unity principle in diversity. Don't allow the mind to diversify. How does it present in diversity? In terms of all the antakarna, vishayakara antakarna, vritti. Don't allow it what it has to do. Mind has to get absorbed in the unity principle, Chaitanya Sarupa Akshara Sakshi. So, Swayameva Pratiyata. So, may this reality, ultimate reality, Akshara, be known on its own without the intervention of any of the hitherto knowing principle. Because till now, for to know what is required, Jnanendriyas are required, mind is required, buddhi is required, without the intervention directly, because itself is Swaprakash. Pratyagatma is Swaprakasha principle. That Swayameva Pratiyatam means that Atma Tattva, Akshara Brahma, which is identical with Atma, Pratyagatma, is Swaprakasha, itself is verily knowledge principle, independent of everything. So now this Swaprakashatva, Swayameva Pratiyatam, is derived now, or it is shown now in next standa. Navyavrittam visheshebhyaha Anuvrittam cha gotvavat Avyavrittan Chaitanyam kena vikshatam Visheshebhyaha vyavrittam na Gotvavat anuvrittam chana Gotvavat anuvrittam chana Avyavrittan anugatam chaitanyam kena vikshatam. This akshara identical with pratyekatma. He says Visheshebhyaha vyavrittam na. See, Visheshas. Visheshas means guna, characteristic features. Everything has got specific features, gunas are there. No gunas, no characteristic feature means, see, what do these gunas or characteristic features do? The feature, characteristic feature of a given thing distinguish the thing from rest of all things. Is it not? When you say watch, distinct from book, the desk, etc. Is it not? Car, distinct from aeroplane, train, like that it was. Horse, distinct from animals, other things, like that. So, the guna visheshas, the characteristic features, gunas of a given thing distinguish the thing from the rest of the thing. He says, Visheshebhya vyavrittam. This akshara is not distinct from any specific thing, specific object. It is not distinct from from any specific object. It is not distinct means what? It is one with the object, is it not? One with the object. Oh, it is one with the object. Then it must be a common feature belonging to many objects. For example, cowness. Cows are many, but cowness, gotva. Human beings are many, but status of being human, common or not? Or distinct? Doubt is that somebody sarcastically, these people caste, etc. No? Somebody asked someone, तुम्हारा जात कौन सा है? That shall God so in a कुत्ता भी जानता है तुम्हें. The dog knows other fellow is a dog. Don't you know? You are a man, I am a, don't you know? So, कुत्ता भी जात जानता है, तुम नहीं जानते हो क्या? You meant only human being. That's all. So like that. So cowness is common. So now, cowness, is it distinct from any cow? No. So therefore, akshara is not distinct from any specific object, means it is something in and through all that. No, it is not such a thing at all. It says, gotvavat anuvrittam chana. Like the gotva, cowness inhering in all the cows, it is not something. What does it indicate? Neither a specific thing distinct from other, means it is non-different from all. Nor is it something which is inhering in different things like cow. Means, see, look here. Different cows have got different features or not. Huh? And in that, one common denominator is there. What is the common denominator? Cowness. Like that,
this Akshara, see, there are different features are there, and Akshara is the one common denominator in all. Not even that. You know what it means? It means it is Purna. There is nothing other than that, and it is the basis of the Jagat, Adhisthana of the superimposed Jagat. That's what it means. This Vyavritta and Anuvritta words had come in the context of stanza 78. You can refer afterwards at home. So in the context of 78, we had seen this. So that means now, Visheshebha Vyavrittam na means not distinct from specific objects, nor Gotvavat Anuvrittam chana means, so it is not corresponding to a specific thing like cowness in the cows. And such therefore, you say, how or what can know this as an object? Avyavrittan Swasti Prajapati Om